Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to part 2 of my review for Alpha and Omega. Um, now I'm gonna leave where I left off. Where it ends where Humphrey and Kate are back in the woods, and Kate decides to go on her own and tries to jump across this onto this cliff, but it's raining, but it's too slippery, and Humphrey decides to swing on a vine and says, "Grab my tail," and he's like, "What?" "I did take those alpha jaws and grab, oh, my tail." She bites onto his tail. That's why he said that. So he eventually gets to get back to on the other side, um, and while back at in Jasper Park, Canada, the Case family are searching for her, but can't find her. But then because the next morning, and Patty and Marcel, like Marcel wakes them up with a golf ball, like, far. And he said they're like are angry at how like you blew it. I gave you one first class ticket, and what do? You blew it. And Humphrey's like, yeah, over a cupcake, and I was like, disgusting dessert. And Patty says the opposite. It's like, technically they're delicious. But they know a second way to get there is there's a train that's coming. So as they head towards the snowy mountaintop, they come across a small cub. First they have a snowball fight, and then the small cub appears and, pardon me, he throws a snowball at it and then starts crying. And there's three big bears, and they hang on the top off this cliff of this tree trunk, and Humphrey's like, well, let's just talk about it. What's your name? And or he does like, you can use a hug. Can you use a hug? And but they all fall down down the slope, and including with one of the bears. And Humphrey uses one of the broken tree trunk that uses to slide down the hill with his friends. So they both are sliding down, and so just before as the train is about to go past them, they get back on the they slide down into one of the box cars. And also, while that is going on, Lily, voiced by Christina Ricci, Kate's sister, she's looking after Garth, and telling like, oh, do you know anything? I know imitations, like, a turtle lying on its back, or turtle roadkill, and it's like, oh, that's all I can do is turtles, And while they're doing that, they start they start kind of liking each other, and which was the same thing for Humphrey and Kate, while in the boxcar there's this big full moon, and Humphrey starts to howling at it, and then asks if Kate wants to, howl as well. Just like one of William's friends earlier said that you're an alpha and she's an alpha and you're an omega. It's like, we can eat together, but we can't, howl together. And while Lily helps with Garth's howling as well. Was like starts, it's not in here, but it's in here. So he fixes his howling, like no more birds falling down. And but he sees he sees his father and says, we're taking the valley and our caribou. And as they come by the next morning, as the train enters into Jasper, Kate sees the packs are about to fight, but they stop and says, explains everything, and Tony says she's here to marry my son, and that's it, and unite the packs, And Humphrey, starts feeling a little bit down, but because she's still gonna go through, despite everything what they've been through, But so he decides to go and leave and heads back on the train, and while during the ceremony, but Kate can't do it because she said to her father, is like, because I'm in love with an omega, and both the fathers, Winston and Tony, are like, what, like an alpha can't fall in love with omega. It's against pack law, But Garth says the same thing. I am too in love with an omega, and and it's like this, like Dennis Hopper's like, this is madness, So it starts like take the valley, you know, and they all start to fight, but causes another stampede, you know. And everyone gets to safety, but of course, Tony is like, oh, it's that darn disc in my back, you know. So Winston and Tony, they're all running and then away from the stampede, but Humphrey comes back and this gets an idea to use that the tree trunk ride, if you call it, you know. So they both create like an obstacle for the caribou to jump over, you know. but Kate sort of gets trampled a little bit, and they all think she's dead. So they start howling, you know. But of course she's not, you know. And Kate and Humphrey are whispering to her, saying that yes, they do. Of course, do you get the idea that they say like sort of like I love you in a way, you know. And and Winston goes like well, I guess this could work, you know. And Tony agrees as well, and Winston all goes and says, Tony, what do two old wolves do when they retire? And then Marcel comes up and says, gentlemen, may I introduce you to golf? And he goes, far. And then ends with them all celebrating and dancing, you know, a bit, and Kate and Humphrey ends with them howling together and shows the view of the full moon. Then it ends showing the credit saying dedicated in the memory of Dennis Hopper, you know. So, and so I enjoy Alpha and Omega, you know, and like I said, one of the main highlights, the reason I saw this because it was the last film that Dennis Hopper did before he passed away, and he did good for his final performance, you know. And of course, all the rest of the cast did a good job as well. Justin Long, Hayden Panettiere, and Danny Glover, Christina Ricci. All the other cast members do a good job as well, you know. And like I said, look at how for a $20 million budget animated film, how like the animation, like how the scenery of the animation looks, you know, very colorful, you know. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just so all of the colorful for the scenery. I guess that's the only best way I can describe it, you know. But that's how I always looked at it, you know. And of course, like I said, for Spawn, more direct-to-DVD sequels, which are like about 45 minutes long, which I don't mind, you know. But I still have to get the other ones, you know, which, like I said before, none of the original cast members come back, though, which is too bad, you know. This film is on for like about, it is on for 78 minutes, but goes about at a decent pace, you know. It's not too slow, you know. And this was also like based on a story, you know, by Steve Moore. I guess this was like a story which I hadn't heard of though. But if it was, I would give him credit for that, you know, Steve Moore. For special features, like I said, voicing with the wolves, showing the actors voicing their characters, you know. There's like some couple games on it, you know, and the alpha of animation gets the development of the animation, you know. Well, like I said, it looks pretty good for a $20 million budget film, you know, and making the animation, like I said, very colorful, you know. MSN Movies on the front cover calls it a howling good time. I would agree to that. You know, I had fun with Alpha and Omega. You know, and I will say I'll put this on, like I said before. I did that video favorite non Disney films. You know, like I said, not Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks. You know, just made by other companies. Like I said, this was made by Lionsgate, and it said with the box office success it was. It said this is the highest grossing film that's released by animated film that's released by Lionsgate, you know. Whoops. Almost fell out of my hand. So yeah, I enjoyed the film, so if anyone hasn't seen Alpha and Omega, give it a shot. If you don't like it, you don't like it, you know, because all the negative reception that critics gave it, you know. But for me, I enjoy it, you know. I would give it... if I would give it a scale out of 10, I would give it like 8. Just being perfectly honest. I'll give it an 8. You know, and I got the big poster right there. You know, like I said, it was released. Starting my words again. It was released in 3D, which I didn't see in 3D because I'm not the biggest fan of 3D. Even though in some films I saw 3D does work, like that film, for example, Dread. The 3D was good in that film. Which I will do a review of that film. How I absolutely love that film. I will do a review of that one day. I mean. So yeah, and so that's my review for Alpha and Omega. And once I get all the rest of the sequels, and I'll do separate reviews on these, which they shouldn't be too long. Like I said, they're 45-minute films, so. But when I'll get the rest of the sequels, I'll do reviews of those. So, but that's for now. I'll just review the first film. And if anyone also is a fan of Dennis Hopper, like I said, I watched this. So one of the main reasons I saw this film because it was the last film Dennis Hopper did before he passed away. And he did it good. Like I said, he was one of my favorite actors that I really did enjoy. And it's too bad he's no longer with us. So yeah, for his last film, he did good, voicing Tony, you know. So that's my review for Alpha and Omega. So thanks for watching, take care, and hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully if anyone's seen Alpha and Omega, just give it a shot. Maybe you'll like it, or not. Thanks for watching, take care, and stay tuned for the next movie review. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't mention, though, in the trailer, I thought of this before I forget, though. In the trailer, I would play that the theme was Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. I thought that the trailer, the music in that trailer fitted it because it's about wolves, you know. And I'm hungry like the wolf. I thought that song fitted it well, you know. I just decided to put that out because I almost forgot before I end this review, so I just wanted to quickly say that, you know. And plus, I like that song as well, you know. Even before before I saw the trailer to this, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly say that before I forgot about it, which I almost did. So that's my review for Alpha and Omega. Thanks for watching, and take care, and stay tuned on the next movie review. Later.